The distress signal cut through the void like a blade through silk, its desperate harmonics reaching across 17 star systems before finally arriving at Earth's outer defense perimeter. Captain Adnan Malik stood on the bridge of the UES Retribution, humanity's most feared dreadnought, watching the translation algorithms decode the alien plea. "Captain," Communications Officer Diana Chen called out, her fingers dancing across holographic displays. "The signal is coming from the Kepler 442 system. It's from the Zephyrians." Adnan's jaw tightened. The Zephyrians, a peaceful, crystalline species that had once dismissed humanity as crude, carbon-based primitives during first contact. Their ambassador had actually laughed when Earth had offered a mutual defense pact, claiming their advanced energy shields made them untouchable. "What's their situation?" Adnan asked, though he suspected he already knew. Diana's expression darkened as more data flooded her screens. Threnody invasion fleet, 67 bioships all heading straight for Zephyr Prime. The Zephyrians' energy shields. They're useless against organic weaponry. The bridge fell silent. Everyone knew about the Threnody, a hive-minded species that consumed entire worlds, leaving nothing but barren rock in their wake. Their bioships were living creatures the size of cities, armed with acid cannons and swarm fighters bred specifically for war. Adnan stared at the tactical display showing the Kepler 442 system. 17 billion Zephyrians lived on their homeworld, beings of pure energy housed in crystal matrices. They had mastered technologies that made their cities float among the clouds, had unlocked the secrets of dimensional folding, had created art that existed in 11 dimensions simultaneously, and now they were about to be devoured by space locusts. "Sir," Diana said quietly, "the Galactic Council has already written off the system. No species has technology capable of penetrating Threnody bioarmor. They're recommending evacuation protocols. How long until the Threnody reach Zephyr Prime?" 18 hours, sir." Adnan turned to his tactical officer. "Commander Rodriguez, how long to reach Kepler 442 at maximum burn?" 16 hours, sir, but we'd arrive alone," Adnan finished. The rest of the fleet couldn't keep up with that pace. Diana swiveled in her chair to face him. "Captain, respectfully, what could even our entire fleet do against 67 bioships? Our plasma cannons, our nuclear torpedoes, they're designed to fight metal and ceramics, not living tissue that regenerates." Adnan smiled grimly. "That's where you're wrong, Diana. Human weapons weren't designed to fight metal and ceramics. They were designed to kill living things. We just adapted them for space combat." He activated the ship-wide comm. "All hands, this is the captain. We've received a distress call from beings who once mocked our primitive nature. They're about to face extinction from an enemy that's immune to their advanced technology, but vulnerable to ours. We're going to show the galaxy why Earth's warships are called the deadliest in known space." The Retribution came about, its massive engines burning blue-white as it accelerated beyond safe operational limits. Behind it, the rest of Earth's Third Fleet struggled to match pace, their captains pushing their ships to the breaking point. Diana worked frantically at her station, coordinating with Earth Command and analyzing Threnody biosignatures from previous encounters. "Captain, I'm reading massive energy buildups from Earth. They're launching something big." "The Prometheus Project," Adnan said simply. Diana's eyes widened. Every human in the military knew about Prometheus. Experimental weapons so destructive they were kept in deep storage, waiting for an enemy that conventional arms couldn't touch. 16 hours later, the Retribution dropped out of FTL at the edge of the Kepler 442 system. The sight that greeted them was horrifying. 67 massive bioships, each one pulsing with organic life, their tentacled hulls bristling with weapon pods that looked disturbingly like eyes and mouths. "Incoming transmission from Zephyr Prime," Diana announced. The ethereal form of a Zephyrian appeared on screen, its crystalline body flickering with panicked energy patterns. "Human vessel, you must flee. These creatures are immune to energy weapons. Your primitive projectiles cannot—" "Stand by, Zephyr Prime," Adnan interrupted. "Earth's Third Fleet report status." One by one, 12 dreadnoughts checked in, their captains' voices grim but determined. Behind them came the support vessels, ammunition tenders carrying payloads that Earth's enemies had never seen. Diana signaled the fleet. "Load Prometheus payloads." Across 13 ships, loading bays opened to reveal humanity's most terrible weapons. Biological warfare compounds designed not for alien physiology, But for Earth's own extinct megafauna, viruses that had once devastated dinosaurs, bacterial agents that had evolved in Earth's most hostile environments, fungal spores that could consume organic matter at the molecular level, the Threnody bioships surged forward, their living hulls rippling with anticipation of the feast ahead. They had faced countless species, devoured the fleets of 100 worlds. What could these primitive carbon forms possibly? The first volley from Earth's fleet struck home. Not plasma or fusion fire, but delivery systems humanity had perfected over millennia of biological warfare. The Threnody ships' regenerative abilities, their living armor, their organic weapons, all turned against them as ancient Earth pathogens, evolved and weaponized, began their work. Within minutes, bioships that had terrorized the galaxy for centuries were dissolving into component molecules, their death screams echoing across subspace frequencies. Diana watched her sensors in amazement as the Threnody fleet simply ceased to exist. "Captain, the Zephyrians are requesting communication." The same crystalline being appeared on screen, but now its energy patterns flickered with something resembling awe. How did you destroy them so easily?" Adnan's expression remained stoic. "You once called us primitive, Ambassador. You were right. We're the descendants of persistence hunters who chased prey across continents, of survivors who lived through ice ages and plagues, of warriors who turned biological warfare into an art form before we ever reached the stars. The galaxy's advanced civilizations forgot the most basic truth of existence." He paused, letting his words sink in. "Life is war, Ambassador, and nobody wages war like the species that crawled up from the bottom of evolution's ladder, learning to kill everything that stood in their way." The transmission ended, leaving the bridge in silence. Diana looked at her captain with new understanding. "And that's why they call us the deadliest warships in known space." "No, Diana," Adnan corrected softly. "They call us that because we're the only species that remembers where we came from." Behind them, Earth's fleet began the long journey home, leaving behind a system saved by humanity's oldest and most primitive talent, the ability to kill anything that threatened those under their protection.